Howdy everyone, we are starting the fun run over to the boss arena in, what's this place called? Anne Orlando. There we go. Yeah. So, I think we're not even going to worry about the guardians outside. I mean, we could take them, but really the only reason that you'd want to do that is if you're planning on summoning someone else to the fight. Because we've got this huge-ass axe, we are not going to worry about bringing in anyone else. I think all that Solaire is really going to do in this fight is help us soak one of the bosses, but then again, the other boss gets the buff. I feel like I've been saying this all the time, every time, so I'm just going to lay off that message for a while. Hopefully it got through. And we're through where we need to parry, so we'll switch up to Great Shield. As you see, I switched to the Giant's Armor. It has the best physical protection in the game, which is the reason that I wanted to go with it. I've actually never tried it out on character before, and this guy seemed like a prime candidate. I've got it up to +3 on most of the pieces, excuse me, and +5 on the other one. As you can see, I've been here before, doing a little of an exploratory run on these guys. Decided that I don't want to use Power Within to start, and the magic weapon just goes so quick. So basically, the way that we want to take on this fight is we want to get it so that we have Hammer Boy, so that we have Smo between us and Ornstein. We can get Ornstein behind that column, that would be perfect. That's not in the cards. So basically, the name of the game here is going to be a little bit of patience. We are going to take a page from Guns N' Roses. Just all we need is just a little patience. And there is our opportunity. Solid hit. So 359, so this is going to take a little while. And I lost track of... There he is. Okay. You can never lose track of both of them. Smo's attacks generally come out slower. I'm going to pick those up because I can. His attacks generally come out a lot slower. So he is the one that you want to be less concerned with finding. Ornstein, he can sneak up on you. He's got a lot of good rushing attacks. Here's another chance. And he blocked it with the hammer. Oh, that was a failure. That was a failure. Oh, but it paid off. I really wanted to do a jumping attack there because that comes out pretty quick. Generally, again, what we're doing is we're just trying to punish Smo in this fight. Trying to punish Smo so that we can get to Orns. So there's his jumping. That'll let us do our jumping. We should be able to poise through a counter hit, so we're fine taking that damage. We've got Smo down to half health, so it's looking not too shabby. Oh shit, forgot he could do a follow-up. That's alright. I will gladly take that single hit from Orns, if that means getting through to Tubby there. So, got Jay down, a quarter. We got Silent Bob, still completely fresh. Got our punish in. We're able to back off a little bit here. We're going to want to run up, get some protection from this pillar, hopefully. Because again, we lost Orns. Don't know where... There he is. Alright. We're looking good. This is how we want to see this fight go. So let's see if he does the follow-up. He does. Let's see if we can get in a punish. We can. And that was the last of his health. So now, immediately after this cutscene, we're going to take the chance. I think healing is going to be risky, but we might just go for it. So let's go ahead. Alright, he got in the punish, so it wasn't a smart move. Now we can get in the heal. Now we're golden. Alright, all we have to do now is stay right next to his left foot. So we're just going to go forward and right, basically this entire fight. Wait for him to do an attack. Got in too early there. So wait for him to do an attack, punish, and then advance. The only thing that he can do to us in this position is jump straight up into the air. As soon as he does that, then we have to move back. Otherwise, you just want to be front and right. And there's the final of it. So then we got our chance to get in. All about patience. Alright, and that attack is the reason why we always move front right. That attack, if you angle yourself slightly right, he's not going to hit you. I've heard a lot of strategies saying, you know, you roll out of the way of it. Don't even bother. You can run out of stamina really quick that way, and it is a punishing move. I'm not saying for this character we could probably take one of them and still have the chance. He's just being a spammy little bitch. We could take one of those and still have the chance to heal. God, this man, he knows what he wants, and he wants to sit on us. So, but that attack, Seriously, man. Try something else. It's not working. Oh, shit. He tried something else. We should still be able to heal if he hits us with that at our own pace, not having to worry about where in the fight we are. That jumping attack, I mean, it's a pretty good chance to heal, and we've kind of done enough grinding down on his health where I'd feel safe in doing that. So I am just going to go ahead. Because basically, just like in the rest of the game, if you're not very good, you want to conserve your Estus for when you really need them. Especially because we've got it up. The +2, I mean, we could be doing better. If you had +3 or +4, then definitely you're getting major value by not healing right there. But, I mean, this fight, he's got a third, a quarter of his health left. Definitely closer to a quarter now. Shit! Alright. That was just a lightning. We got lucky. We got real lucky there. Alright, but basically we want him to do the jump now so that we can take a chance to Estus up. And he's going to go for another lightning. There we go. So he took the jump. We're far enough away. It has a pretty short range, and we're healed. So he's going to do another dash. Another dash you do. We get the punish. We basically just need one solid hit on him. And there you go. That's how you take out Orange and Smo. With the Great Shield, as you see, we used 4 Estus. It wasn't the cleanest run. We have some pretty awesome armor. But I mean, at the end of the day, that fight, it's really not that bad if you're prepared for it. And I mean, if anything, this character is like OCD prepared. You know, if you just have the best armor and the strongest weapon in the game with the best shield, they're pretty easy. But no, the Great Shield really does make that fight so much simpler than it could be otherwise. And here you see we've popped a lot of points into our stats, leveling up in Anor Londo. Wow. I'm at 1,000 health, so I'm just going to be putting stuff into stamina right now, so that way we have more chance to make something happen, especially with our big old weapon. So now we get to stop over. We get to say hello over here. Yeah, there's always a boob joke. There's always a boob joke. Never gets old, Dark Souls community. Never gets old.
Oh, chosen undead.
Yes, here. By the power of, you can magically warp now because I said it's okay. Alright, so with our 17 souls, we are going to buy nothing. So let's see. Warp back to Firelink. I think definitely next step is going to be not taking out the 4 kings, but getting to the 4 kings, because that is going to allow us to finally get our weapon up to +15, and that is going to be the certified Nutter Butters. So first, we're not going to make the rookie move of forgetting to set down the Lord Vessel. We definitely want to take care of that. Yay, you did it. Yay for you! Hooray for us! Let's go. You know, for those of you who haven't seen the cutscene before. So we'll pop that down. We're just going to warp right back to Firelink. Now this, we may have to switch our shields out for this because I have a bit of paranoia. No, you know what? I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. I discovered something recently that's going to make me change my mind. Normally, when you go down into the new Londo area, the biggest threat is of course the ghosts the first time around. Any other time, you can pretty much run right by them. First time around, you have to deal with them. Biggest challenge with that is of course you can't hit them unless you're cursed, or have a transient curse, or have a cursed weapon. Easiest way to get a transient curse is by equipping the Gold Serpent Ring and killing ghosts while cursed. So basically, I like to farm the ghosts while I'm running through in case I fail at killing the ghosts. It's a pretty big catch-22, where it's like, if I don't make it through, then I need it. But there's actually 2 that you can, 4 total, 2 sets of 2 that you can pick up basically for free, and then you can buy them assuming that you live to tell the tale, which I'm fairly confident that this character can make it through a few ghosts. Not a few sentences, but a few ghosts. So, sorry if I'm tired this time around. I was doing some yard work earlier. I just got a house a little while ago. Now the grass is finally at the point where it's mowable. So I got to break out the lawnmower, got to break out the weed whacker, and it's a lot of fun. Like, as a kid, it's a chore, but once you finally get your own place, then it becomes, that power tool Tim Allen fun time territory, so I feel like I've definitely gotten to that point. So I showed off back there. That's the first place you can pick up the Transient Curse. The second place is just right around the corner here. You just have to be careful of not falling off, especially if you've got a curse going. But there, we've got 3 now. The curses should last us through a whole time here. You can tell if you've still got one, if your current curse is still up, just by seeing if it's grayed out. You can't use 2 at a time. So, should be able to cruise through this section. We're killing these ghosts in 1 hit, which makes it a little bit easier because, as you can see, you can just pop them right when they spawn. We're getting the overkill souls. I mean, this is all just going our way. So this is a bit of a tricky trap because there's a ghost here who totally missed us like a fool. Ghost here. This is what I was saying, where it's nice to have stamina. Forget exactly how their grab and attack works, except for the fact that it just sucks. You can see, because we're human, because we've got the giant's armor, they are doing no damage to us. We're going to take an unintentional shortcut and have a bit of a heart attack there. Alright. I always pick this up. Again, it's so shiny, and I can't help myself from doing it. Like, I feel like I was missing something if I didn't. Never used it once. Never. So, yeah. Just going through. Going through the motions. Pretty much the only tricky part is once you get into the house over here, because there are just so many of them. And I think, I forget what this is. I think it's a soul, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. Yeah, just another soul. A bit of a trap. If you run through, you're fine. But yeah, there's just a ton of ghosts. I think that our weapon might help us out with that, because the two-handed R2 attack has basically a 360-degree arc. I found out while I was getting invaded in Anne Orlando that it will also pop enemies up into the air, which is always an amusing side property. So yeah, here you can see more than a few ghosts. More, and one got the grab on us, which is actually, I mean, of all the things that could happen, that's not the worst. As long as we can poise through this next hit, then we get to take out like a dozen of them that let us completely recover our stamina. So I mean, with this game, you gotta take it where you can get it. You gotta, you know, not everything is a curse. Not everything's the worst thing to happen to you. Take the good with the bad. We got another grab on us, but that's alright. We've got 9 more Estus still. Tons more health. All the stamina in the world. And there we go. Still have our curse up. Occasionally you might see one up these stairs. But for right now, I mean, it's not going to kill us. We've got basically full health. Some of the best armor in the game. Oh no! Look at all that health I lost. Oh, what a trap. You got me, guys. You got me good. Now, you can actually kill this guy here, but if you do that, there's a chance he doesn't drop the key in the PC version. I'm not sure if they ever fixed that yet, so we could have gotten, I'm just going to buy 4 more of those, just in case, my paranoia. So we could have had the plus 15 weapon already, is what I'm getting at. We could have already had, you know, the most beastly weapon ever created, ever wielded by man or god, but we just chose not to. Just didn't want to risk it. If it's the first thing that you do in the playthrough, first of all, more power to you for getting through here. But second of all, no, I just didn't get to it. As you can tell, me speaky word good today. It's just been total drain, but I wanted to keep playing this game. I mean, it's half. I want to give you guys good content because you have to, you know, fillet your viewers and make them feel like you love them, which I'm sure to, you know, all 11 of you, I totally do. But it's also just, this is such a good game, and I love to play. It's at first it was stressful, but now it helps me unwind a little bit. Do a little Dark Souls play, a little diggy do. This is just a green shard, so I don't even know why I'm picking it up. We're not using it. We've got like 30 in our inventory already. No point. Also, well, we're not quite there yet. I was going to say we have a good place to grind out large Titanite shards in the Artorias DLC. We can get to that now. But we don't need large shards for anything. So yeah, gonna heal up. But I imagine I'm just going to unlock, I'll run through, taking out the Dark Wraiths. I don't like to parry them as much as I just like to bash them, go for the backstab. I was gonna say, if she grabbed me and pulled me off the cliff, I'd be a little bit angry, just a little bit. Just because that humanity, not so much worth it. We're right where we need to be. I could power within to try and really take these guys on, but I think that'd be more flashy than anything. We're saving flashy for later. And I know it could be bad form, like the people who play the games, they don't even look at the cutscenes, like, what are you doing? Like the people who just played through Tomb Raider, like, yeah, just played it for the gameplay, you know? It's like, oh, well, that's dumb, but I've seen all these cutscenes so many times where I'm just like, yep, okay, water, yeah, good. I am not in this game for the story, which I know there's a lot of good lore in here. There's a lot of good. The world is really well fleshed out. The characters, excuse me, the characters that they create. Forgot we were gonna switch out Havel's, which might overburden us. We're looking at, yeah, we're 6 pounds over. So we're going to have to not wear a helmet. There we go. Big ol' roll. Shoot, what was I saying? Oh, the lore in this game. I really like it, but I don't play this game for the story. Like, I think this game's story, all in all, is pretty much along the same lines as every other fantasy game. You are the chosen one, you have to save the world. It's the story's been done, it's cliche, they present it in a unique manner with some interesting characters, but it's that same, just typical, you're the chosen hero, you know? So, I get people who like it, but I wouldn't be like, you have to play Dark Souls for the story, man. You're definitely in this experience for the gameplay. That guy's gonna be, well, now he just kind of floated off. You pulled a modest mouse. There we go. There's the explosion. And we're just gonna bash, and let's see if we can get a follow-up. Can we get a follow-up bash? Yes, sir. And we will undo our two-hand. I guess it's the one-hand that's that has that wide arc. I thought it was a two-hand. Yeah, it is the one-hand. Yeah, that move, it doesn't look all that assuming. Like, you can see it and be like, oh, I guess that looks like it'd be pretty useful, but oh man. That lets you cover your entire radius. And in PvP, that's actually pretty good. A lot of people, especially if they see you as a heavier build, will just go and fish for the backstabs. They're like a dex build or something. So it kind of lets you cover your bases. I'm not sure how many people use this item in PvP, but... So we were coming up here, and this is, like, there should be just a herald of angels coming down. You know, it should just be a ray of light bursting through, trumpets playing, everything. Because we are about to get the very large ember. And then this weapon is just going to go turbo. And the souls, I'm going to be farming this area definitely after this, definitely off camera. Most likely to girl talk again. I set up a Last FM radio station that was music like girl talk, and I could listen to that all day. I could listen to that all day. But yeah, we're gonna probably be using our souls to upgrade our armor instead. Just using them to go back to the giant in Anor Londo and buying Twinkling Titanite to get the rest of our armor set up to +5. It's max. And what that is going to let us do is soak up hits like a champ. And it is basically going to let us tank the rest of this playthrough, which is going to be fantastic. I mean, this game, I think, Ornstein and Smo is definitely the highlight of the experience. It's the hardest part to get through. Everything from there is a downhill battle. I mean, with a build like ours, the Four Kings are not going to be a problem. With a build like ours, we're just going to be able to tank through, power within, and just beat them to a pulp. Gravelord Nito, he's never really that much of a problem, as long as we have our Divine Weapon as our sub, so that we can take out the skeletons to start. You saw earlier, I picked up the Curse Bite Ring. That basically makes the fight against Seath trivial. Like, the only thing that he can do, if you have good armor, he can't kill you with damage with his crystals. If you have good curse resistance, he's not going to curse you through the fight. So basically you just have to avoid direct blasts and getting killed by his tail attacks. So that fight becomes real easy. And then there's just the fights over in Lost Izalith, and I don't know. Depending on the time of day, those fights can give me a problem or not. But I think this time around, it's definitely going to be manageable. I mean, the Bed of Chaos is always a pain. You might just have to strip naked to deal with that, and that's something I'm perfectly alright with doing. What is he? The Lost Demon, the Stray Demon, the Wandering Demon, whichever one. Whichever demon's in Lost Izalith. I mean, he could be tricky to deal with if you can't move quick, so he could give us a bit of a problem. And we're going to have a plus 14 weapon, so the Stray Demon back in the Asylum, I'm going to be taking him out, and that is just going to be easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. You know what? I am going to buff just to fight this guy. It may seem dumb, but it's not like I don't have it. I've got it for a reason. I liked it, so I put a ring on it, you know, so... And I don't... Those guys are such weird enemies anyway. We are going to pop a curse, just because there's some ghosts in here. I want to clear out the area thoroughly. Don't want anyone to say that I half-assed it, you know. Come on. There we go. You can see, I mean, our current magic weapon, I'm actually really disappointed in. I thought it would be doing a lot more damage. I think it also has to go through the magic resistance of the enemies. Maybe we already lured out the ghosts, which is also good. But yeah, it's only adding about 60 damage to our backstab, and that's not overly impressive. So I could be persuaded into using the great magic weapon. Probably not crystal though. Well, definitely not crystal. That'd take forever to get the intelligence. I mean, you've already seen where we've been putting our points. We have no room for additional faffing about. So that takes care of this section. So we're just gonna homeward bone back. And how many do we get? Oh, we have 7 chunks. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. That is awesome. So we're actually just gonna stop by Andre. Let's see. How many would it take? I think it takes. Forgot that we were here. So, I think that we need enough to get 4 levels, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 7 might actually get us to plus 14. So, we're in good shape. Oh, I hope that that's the one that's left by France. Yeah, I don't get why. That's interesting. Very highly rated, though. So as of right now, we can buy 3 of the, whatchamacallits, Twinkling Titanites, and that will let us level up our gear once, which it's going to be a bit of slow going. So I'm not sure if I'll actually get it all the way up, because I don't have use for any other Titanite chunks. I mean, this weapon is absolutely beastly, so I might not have to farm those guys too hard. So it might just be upgrading our weapon here, maybe just getting 1 or 2 more, and then getting a slab. So I don't know. Could actually spend souls on levels. It seems like such a quaint concept, you know? As you can see, could still be soaking more damage. Need to equip the Ring of Steel Protection, then we'll be soaking. Be soaking all the damage up. Actually, it probably wouldn't be too bad of an idea, just because we're not going to be doing any quick rolls. I think Havel's Ring might actually not be useful for us right now. So we might just go and pick up the Chloranthy Ring from the Great Hollow, so that way we have a little bit better stamina recovery, because that could help us out. Yeah. I'd give my left nut for an ember like that. Me too, man, me too. Because that lets us... Alright, so here's what we're doing. So you see that A is going to an S, that 271 is actually going only up to a 297. But I mean, that is 26 point jump, and that's not bad at all. So we will gladly give that to him. We will also gladly keep pumping it up. So you see, we get to 311, 326, and there is 355 extra damage. Holy cow. So we get 369 if we get a slab, which we have not been lucky enough to get from the Dark Wraiths yet. Our attack rating, 628. And if we boost that with magic weapon to 772. And I forgot the power within buff. So I'm just going to reapply that before we get out to these guys. Alright, so it's power within, then magic weapon. Alright, so let's check out our base damage first. So we're just going to do a regular one-handed R1 attack. And that does 523. Okay, so that's already bananas. Then we're going to backstab wouldn't show off anything, so we're going to power within, switch out our weapon, and magic weapon it up. And that gets it up to 772, dealing additional damage. We're going to do an R1 on the guy on the right, then we're going to two-hand and probably a jumping attack on the guy on the left. So here's the R1, 845. How do you say no to that? And here's the two-hand jumper, and that's 1,386. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap. I mean, that's one attack. That is one attack that does that. I mean, how much health do you think that the four kings have each? Because we're just going to be mowing them down. It's going to be merciless. 1,221. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, son? Get out of my face. You think you can block that? You can't block this. You got nothing. You got nothing. You're just bluffing with your muffin. I don't even know what that means. Hey, guess what? Bam! Oh, man. Now, this is a weapon, guys. This is a weapon. So, actually, we are able to get the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring on. So, of course we get the Balder Shield again. Why wouldn't we? Always love... Oh, because we have the ring. Never mind. I'll shut up. I'll stop being like, why is my luck always so good when I don't want it to be? Because it's not. So I think I am just going to go ahead and stock up on some Homeward Bones. I'm going to do a little bit of research to see what it would take to get the Great Magic Weapon instead of just the regular Magic Weapon. I don't think that's really going to, help out our build too much, but a little bit of icing on the cake. And then I'm so sad that I don't have any real reason to keep grinding those knights, because it's usually the next spot where I'd gain some souls for levels or other profit. So, I mean, I guess. I've got the Soul Ornstein that I can sell for some money. Feels like I'm trying to buy buy some drugs. Like, I could sell my cassette tape. I got that. I could sell CD player. I could borrow some money. Take out some money from the bank. Use that to buy some drugs. But... And, yes. We'll keep going up until we get over there, just because I love this weapon so much. Just, bam. 564. Just from a one-handed attack. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I bet we could, I bet we could do 1,000 just two-handing it, but I'm not sure if we can go it that far. I mean, if we got a critical hit with a Hornet Ring with this weapon, it would just be the best. So yeah, we can almost get to 1,000, but we're not quite. Maybe next time. That didn't even hit him and he felt it. He was like, I better back away from them. And just gonna get some Homeward Bones. So yeah, this is the build. We finally got there, and it is just gonna be going through the rest of the game with this. I mean, not really much else to say. So close. Got there. And we will buy Homeward Bones. We won't buy Prison Stones, because we know the way. Oh, didn't mean to use that. Doesn't matter. Like I care. Look at all the concerns I have after this. Look at them all. Alright. So we'll go ahead, homeward bound out of here, and I will see you guys next time around.